Hey guys, it's Lainey. What you see behind me is my bookshelf from home. Like I said, a couple weeks ago I was coming home and I would be filming a bookshelf tour of all the books I own here at my house. As you can see, it's in my closet. Shelves of all different kinds of books. So I'm going to show you guys what kind of books those are. Without further ado, let's get started. Let's keep in mind that my closet doesn't have any lights. So we are dealing with that. As I said in my 25 Facts About Me video, I loved Buffy growing up. Therefore, I have a lot of Buffy books. And I kind of have it started over here, and it mostly goes by season of what season they're grouped together in. Up here is the Buffy Angel crossovers, which I really enjoyed. So I have like season 1, and then I have some of the chronicles of different characters, like the Angel Chronicles, the Xander Years, the Willow Files, the Faith Trials, the Journals of Rupert Giles, and of course none of this makes sense if you haven't watched Buffy. So, and then we have season 1. This is a bind up of these 3. I have no idea why I bought this book, besides the fact that it was $4 at Borders when it was still open. And up here are the Choose Your Own Adventure stories, and they're Buffy centric, and the art is the comic book. We go through, got the Watcher's Guide companion of the TV show and 3 script books, the last one being the greatest Buffy episode of all time, the music where they sang. I'm gonna move over here, and these are books I had to have read when I was in 6th grade, around that time period. We got the Twitches series, which was made into a Disney movie, which was not great at all. Got a Cabot book. I never really liked her books. Like, I have the Princess Diaries series somewhere like that, but yeah. And then this series I wanted to get into. There's 4, and oops, it's centric to the seasons, so I have summer and fall. Ellen Enchanted, the Click series, of course, I read when I was in 6th and 7th grade, but then I kind of stopped reading that series once I graduated 8th grade because I was in high school reading about girls in 8th grade. So I quit that. Here's my old Kindle. Oops. It is the Amish version, as I call it, because it's the very first Kindle there was. You come down to this shelf. I got my Charmed books, which I was super into, as well as the Buffy books. And here are my Harry Potter books. I don't understand why I don't have 3 and 4 here. I do have them, I just don't know where they are. Here's a confession. I have never read the 7th book. I never finished the 6th book. So that is on a long list of my TBR to read this series again. Ends up, I have Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, which I know has been in the news recently. Is this how big it is? I have no idea. I just found this yesterday when I was going through my shelf. So the A-List series by Zoe Dean, I was very much into in 8th grade, following through till I was in high school. I don't think I have all of them because I stopped reading it after this book, which is Heart at Glass, but I loved these books. They were my favorite. They're about rich kids in Los Angeles. So, yeah, I want to reread these books because I feel like I would appreciate it more now that I'm older than when I was 14 reading books about these guys. So then over here is my Supernatural section, which isn't very big at all. I don't know why I wasn't that much into Supernatural books until I was reading Twilight. So yeah, we have Wicked, which I've never read. These are what the old Sweep series books look like. I've been talking about those recently. So yes, those new books are definitely prettier. And I have 7. I don't know where the other ones are. I could have loaned them to friends. I might not have bought all of them. I could have borrowed them from friends. So yeah. These are the Daughter of the Moon series. I don't have all of them either. I would borrow them from my friend because these were $10. And in 7th grade, $10 is a lot when you're buying them by yourself. But people who know, they always had beautiful covers. So that one, let's see. We got Premonition by Jude Watson. I know this book used to be big when I was in 8th grade, but I never read it. This is actually a friend's copy, who I'm not friends with anymore. So here's Strange Angels, which I got at Borders before it became not Borders. Yeah, I don't know why I stopped reading this book, because I really did like it. As you can see, I was almost done with it, but I never finished it. Okay, so the next book we have is The First Fallen book, which is about a boy who's an angel. Paul Wesley did the movie for it on ABC Family, which is why I got the book, but I never finished it. No shame. I have Paris Hilton's book, and I also have Nicole Richie's book. Yeah, so no regrets. I don't care that I have those books. Down here I have The Host, which I never read. I know I should because I know people have been saying The Host is probably Stephenie Meyer's best work, which in my opinion would not be hard to achieve following the Twilight series. So my Twilight paperback has seen better days, clearly, but yeah, this is probably, I'll credit Twilight being the birth of me reading supernatural YA, even though I've read Buffy and Charm since I was in 5th grade. So yeah, so there are the Twilight books. The Insiders, which was supposed to be like the boy version of Gossip Girl. Mob Princess. I'm very much into organized crime, so I think that's why I bought that book. And then I love Vegas, so I have this contemporary called What Happens in Vegas. No, What Happens Here. And it's about 2 girls living in Vegas. I have Hacking Harvard by Robin Weisserman, and I got this because I was addicted to her series, which we'll come up to next. So these are some of the books I had to read for school in high school. Thousand Splendid Suns and A Tree Grows in Brooklyn. Here's an Education, which was a movie with Carey Mulligan. Yeah, I read this for a report. I have Atonement. I've never read it. I know I should. Blame was also a book I read. I did not like it because I have this thing, if there is no, what am I trying to say? If there's no dialogue quoted with, you know, the quotation marks, I really hate it. I hate those books like that. So that book is one of those. So I did not like it, but I had to finish it for school. Boy Toy, which is about a boy being, starting a relationship with his teacher. It is classified as young adult, which sounds strange. Devil Wears Prada. Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, I never finished. And here is In the Woods by Tanya French. I know I should read this because I know Christine from She Has a Gift likes this book, so I should give it a try. Here's Sharp Objects by Gillian Flynn. I love this book. And this book by Dean Koontz, I've never read, but it's my uncle's, so I don't know why I have that. And then up here I have Secrets of Celebrity Style from USA Weekly, and then I have this book that I got for Christmas last year. It's 1001 Movies You Must See Before You Die. My parents know how much I love movies, so this book just has a bunch of different movies you should see. So they got that for me. Up here is some contemporaries. I have the Private series, which I started, but I don't think I completed because I think there is more than that, than just 4. So right here we have the 7 Deadly Sins series by Robin Weisserman, who wrote the Hacking Harper book. Earlier, I love these books. It starts with Lust, and as you can see, they're numbered, so I have all 7 of them. It's about these teenagers who live in a small town in California called Grace, California, and it kind of follows the covers are, I love the covers. Each of them have to do with a certain sin. Yeah, so I really like this series, and I would recommend it for anybody who wants to read a contemporary series that isn't a trilogy? So, yeah. Next we have my Simone Elkeles collection, Perfect Chemistry, Rules of Attraction. I have the 3rd book on my Kindle, and this is Leaving Paradise. And lastly, these are my movie tie-in books. I love getting books, if there is a version of it, from movies. So I have the original book of the 21. I love that movie, so I got the book. I've had this Catwoman for a while. I Know What You Did Last Summer, The Informers by Bret Easton Ellis, Memoirs of a Geisha, The Notebook, of course, Postgrad, Valley of the Dolls. I love this book. And we got 12 and The Town. So these are all of my books. I hope you enjoyed this book tour. Thanks. Have a great day. Bye.